When the lights go out and the cold creeps in, history has already written your survival story. I have seen 80 winters come and go. Each brings its own beauty and its own quiet threat. My grandfather spoke of the Great War, my father of the Second. But the most relentless enemy they faced was the cold. The cold is impartial, claiming more lives than bullets or blades. Picture Napoleon's army outside Moscow, 1812, not defeated by Russian cannons, but by winter itself. Soldiers, once proud, reduced to shivering figures, their breath freezing, their strength ebbing away. The same fate awaited the German Sixth Army at Stalingrad, surrounded, cut off and frozen. Their advanced machines became useless blocks of ice. Survival itself became a monumental task. The cold doesn't care for bravery. It obeys only physics. These aren't just stories from history books, they're vital lessons in survival. The same principles that doomed armies can threaten us when a winter storm knocks out our power. Our challenge is the same: preserve a pocket of warmth against overwhelming cold. The lessons forged in history are a practical guide for turning your home into a fortress when the modern world fails. The first law of winter survival is simple. It's not about making heat, but keeping it. The human body is a small furnace with limited fuel. The real battle is stopping heat from escaping. Think of it as plugging holes in a bucket. Until you do, your efforts are wasted. Napoleon's soldiers, dressed for summer, lost heat faster than they could replace it. Medieval defenders abandoned draughty halls for small insulated chambers, concentrating warmth. The lesson: shrink your world to a size you can manage. In a blackout, don't try to heat your whole house. Create a small defensible keep, a single room where you can concentrate resources. Plug every thermal leak and focus on preservation, not production. This is the wisdom that has saved lives for centuries. Napoleon's retreat from Moscow is a lesson in the power of cold. He planned for a quick victory, not a war against winter. His army's uniforms and boots were no match for -30 degrees. The vast army became a sprawling, exposed mass, losing heat to the open sky. Bonfires were inefficient. Most heat vanished into the air. Only the old guard, moving in tight formations and building makeshift shelters, fared better. They layered clothing, shared body heat, and used available materials for insulation. The snow itself could have been a lifesaver, but most lacked the knowledge to use it. The tragedy wasn't a lack of courage, but a lack of understanding. The old guard created microclimates. The rest perished trying to fight the cold head-on. The lesson: adapt, insulate, and respect the physics of heat loss. Survival is about knowledge, not just bravery. The cold writes its lessons in ice for all to see. At Stalingrad, the German Sixth Army faced the same deadly lesson. Their equipment failed in the Russian winter. Their uniforms were no match for the cold. Soldiers huddled in ruined cellars, but heat vanished into the concrete and steel. Frostbite and starvation claimed more lives than bullets. In contrast, Soviet defenders mastered winter survival. They layered simple, effective clothing and shrank their living space to a single, fortified room. Blankets blocked windows, and body heat was concentrated in small groups. They didn't try to heat the whole building, just a tiny, insulated pocket. This knowledge was their greatest weapon. Survival depended on adapting to the environment, not resisting it. The smallest, best insulated space became a fortress against the cold. The polar regions are the ultimate classroom for cold survival. Explorers like Amundsen and Nansen succeeded by learning from the Inuit: adapt, don't resist. Amundsen's layered furs trapped air and let sweat escape, far superior to heavy wool. The igloo, built from snow, is a masterpiece of insulation, keeping the inside much warmer than outside. Nansen heated stones in his fire, using them as thermal batteries to radiate heat through the night. These techniques conserve fuel and maximize warmth. Survival is about applying science, not brute force. Today, our enemy is not an army, but a fragile infrastructure. A winter storm or blackout can turn your home into a cold trap. The laws of thermodynamics don't care about modern comforts. The biggest mistake is waiting, hoping the power will return. Every lost degree is energy you'll struggle to regain. Your home's thermal mass, its stored warmth, is your most valuable resource. Don't try to heat a large space. It's a losing battle. Shift your mindset. You're now the commander of a small outpost. Your family is your unit. Your resources are finite. Protect your unit from the cold with discipline and planning. Apply the lessons of history. Preserve heat, shrink your world, insulate and use thermal mass wisely. Knowledge is your greatest weapon. When the power fails, act fast. Choose a small interior room as your fortress, few windows, no external walls. Move your family and supplies in. The rest of the house is now outside. Seal the room, block door gaps. Insulate windows with blankets or cardboard. Hang blankets over doors for extra insulation. Build a nest inside. Set up a tent or drape blankets over furniture. Sleep together inside this micro-shelter to maximize body heat. Your bodies are the main heat source. Keep everyone fed and hydrated. Wear loose layers and hats to minimize heat loss. Use safe indoor-rated heaters in short bursts, warming the nest, not the whole room. Heat water for hot water bottles. These act as thermal batteries through the night. Every layer and every step is about trapping warmth and slowing heat loss. This is how you turn your home into a fortress against the cold. History shows us the cold is not an enemy you can fight, only one you can outsmart. It's a process, energy moving from warm to cold relentlessly. Survival is about slowing that process. Modern homes are only as strong as the power grid. When it fails, we face the same challenges as our ancestors. The difference between comfort and catastrophe is knowledge. Preserve heat, shrink your world, insulate with layers, use thermal mass, and stay dry. These rules are paid for in blood and frostbite. They are as real as gravity. Ignore them at your peril. The cold never tires or forgives mistakes. Prepare your fortress protocol now, before the storm. Gather supplies, pick your room, and make a plan with your family. The knowledge of how to stay warm is your most important survival tool. It costs nothing, weighs nothing, and can save lives. When the lights go out, it's not courage that saves you. It's understanding and preparation. Before you face the next winter storm, arm yourself with knowledge. Hit subscribe for more survival stories, tips and essential guides, because in the battle against the cold, preparation is power.